So let's have a look at another Pauper daily. Again, let's see. This one is a Pauper daily from the 1st of March. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 FAO decks, which is a lot. We've got 2 red decks, burn and red, which might be goblins. We've got 1 mono black control, 1 familiar, and 2 daggers again. And if we have a look at all of these deck lists, you can see that there is a lot of flavor in this top, in these top decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dabber. Then we've got mono black control. 1, 2, 3 mono black control decks. We've got familiar decks. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we count Grixis familiar into this category, which I want. We have got mono black 3. We've got 1 red deck. I'm not sure which one this is. And we've got 3 affinity lists, 2 burns. Look at that, 2 burn lists, 1 cyborg list. I already played against Shield with this cyborgs list. This list is very strong because it's so explosive. We will have a look at this list later on. Let's see. We've got 2 Stompy lists. One is Matter MBK, who changed his choice of deck, I guess. And Bebop. We've got a blue control list. I guess it's a blue control list. We will have a look later on into this. These 2 lists are, I guess it's mid-range control, and 2 lists I don't know about yet. This might be artifacts. Let's have a look at the 4-0 burn list at first. This list is, yeah, what can I say, pretty standard, except of the sideboard. But let's have a look at the standard list. We've got 4 chain lightnings, 4 lava spikes, 4 burst lightnings. This is the first addition to the deck that seems to be a bit strange, but could work. I have to admit that I don't play burst lightning. I hated to have it deal only 2 damage, because you always want to fire blast and shot volley, and you don't usually have like 5 lands to kicker the spell. We've got lightning bolts, 4 of, and 3 shot volleys, which is a lot. 3 shot volleys. He doesn't have 2 mana spells, a lot of 2 mana spells, which might be okay, but I don't like not having Incinerate. Incinerate is great if you can kill a Blight member or anything like that. Let's have a look at the other burn spells. Riftbolt falls into category 1 of 1 mana, 1 3 damage spell. We've got these burst lightnings, which are either higher on the casting cost thing, or deal only 2 damage. Fire Blast is a card too great to not play in this deck because 4 damage for 0 mana is just so great, and the drawback isn't very high because he plays 19 mountains only. No Forgotten Case, no other bad ideas, and this is great. Needle Drop. I'm not sold on this Needle Drop because usually it is 1 damage, but it can also draw you into another land. So you either don't want to top deck Needle Drop in a game state where you just need 3 more damage and then you draw a Needle Drop off the top, or you have Needle Drop, can do the damage and deal 1 damage again, or deal 1 more damage and find a mountain to have not your last points of damage. I like Serum Blaze. It's always a 4 in my decks because usually each and every opponent plays creature. Flame Rift is great because it's 2 mana for damage, and this is like a mirror card. You gain 4, he gains 4, loses 4, so it's great. And but you are usually faster than your opponent is, and so it's not a real drawback. Curse is nice against the controller decks, and having two curse main is sometimes worse. Playing it. Stagger Shock. I usually play two Stagger Shocks, but they are just great to have 4 damage for 3 mana. It's okay. You can hit one creature and deal 2 damage the next turn. 19 lands is the correct number, I think. 19 or 20, not less and not more. For Pyroblast, I'm not sure whether you want to play as many Pyroblast as he plays, but okay. Flaring Pain. This is due to, I guess, a lot of white decks due to Tron, things like that. Scarring Sands. This is sorcery speed, so is it better than Electrickery? I'm not sure. It's good that you can scry, but don't you want to have Electrickery to react to your opponents playing enchantments, for example? I mean, if you have to wait till your turn to play Scarring Sands, it might be too late. So I'm not completely sold on Scarring Sands. Smash is okay. Smash is like the card you want to have, and the Matter, I'm not sure. This seems to be okay, but you have to have them in your opening hand. Later on, it's just a bad card to draw. Let's have a look at the Devil lists. This is like a very standard list, but it's more or less a very aggressive list as well. You've got the Jeskai Sage. Oh, this is a new addition. Jeskai Sage, cut 1 Ninja, cut 1 Spire Golem to add 2 Jeskai Sage, and you have the full package of Ponder and Preordain Counterspell. You've got 4 Vapor Snaps instead of the what you call Snap, I guess. And the Vapor Snags are good. If you have a look at other decks who rely on a very high curve, this seems to be just a perfect addition to the deck. You've got 3 dices, so you can play Jeskai Sage, and you do not rely on your islands that much, which are only 16. I would always play 17 right now. You've got 3 Spire Golems. This is nice. 2 Treasure Cruisers, which are not too important in this deck because it's very explosive having that Sage in your main deck. I'm not really sure if it's good, but you've got Vapor Snags, 4 of and 2 Repeals, which is very nice. Repeal is such a nice card because it targets each and every permanent that is non-land. Great. Sideboard, Hydroblast. Dispel good against Burn. You've got Piracy Charm to get rid of early creatures. Echoing Tooth is so nice. Stoneborn Geist for the mirror. Repeal to pack more bounce. Envelope is great to have Treasure Cruise or let me think, against mono black control. Very nice. Good choice. Exclude. Yeah, you might argue if you want to have that Exclude or another Stoneborn Geist. I'm not sure. I don't want to have Exclude in this deck. I mean, look at this. You've got 16 lands. I usually don't want to have Exclude. No, it's not worth playing this in your sideboard. I might want to test this deck. Let's add it to my bookmarked things. We've got this pretty standard list that packs 3 Treasure Cruisers and Thought Scourers. This might be okay, might not be okay, I'm not sure about that. 17 Islands is great. You have the Bone Splitter for the mirror as a one-off. This is a good choice. And I argued that you don't need Bone Splitters. I argued that before. And now if I would play a controllers list like this is, I would argue, or I would play a Bone Splitter as well. The sideboard is good. We have got 3 Curse of Chains, which is good against Garmic Angler. We've got Hydroblast, and Null is great. This spell is good. Relic is okay. 2 Stoneborn Ghosts. You have to play them for the mirror against removal decks and Exclude. In this deck, it does make more sense having an Exclude than in the other one because it's 17 lands. It's got 4, 8, 11 cantrips, 1 gush. Oh, it's okay. 1 gush and 3 treasure cruise. This is a lot. But it worked and it looks pretty nice, this deck. Familiar Let's see if this is, yeah, this is like lone missionary main. Two Sage Row Denizen, this is strange, but he actually played it like that. Three Nice Guy familiar. You know, some players make that choice. Compulsive search again. No ponder or preordain instead. This might be okay. Okay. 2-4C, just two ghostly flickers. We've got more lone missionaries in the board, three jurors, echoing to Kai, prismatic strands, and snuff out. So this list looks pretty solid, I say. I have to say, let's see. Mono black control. Yeah, this is the standard list that who played it before. What was his name? Oh, I forgot. I just forgot. Was it Joystick Knight? I'm not sure. This is the list I play as well, as you could see in my videos. And this list plays good. So this is burn as well, but this is burn with creatures. And I'm not sure if I would play this list here. Let me think about what I don't like. I don't like this and that. Let's have a look at this. Why doesn't it play Incinerate instead? I mean, it's like the same card, but has the advantage of not allowing regeneration. So why does he play Lightning Strikes and Rifts, Searing Spears? This is just bad. He doesn't even play what's it called, Searing Blaze. So this deck is strange. I mean, if you play Celtic Marauders and Spark Elementals, you should have Searing Blaze. There's no way around playing Searing Blazes. Why does he have Needle Drops? Yeah, this is okay with the Celtic Marauders and the Spark Elemental, but I don't like this list. I can see a plan behind that list, but why 4 Forgotten Caves? I'm not sure if I will play this. No, I won't. But the sideboard is great because it's 4 curses, 4 molten rains, 4 smack to smithereens, and 3 flaring pains. So this is pretty straightforward. You've got 4 offs for each matchup, and this is a good idea. And I mean, a burn is pretty solid even without sideboarding. Now I want to have a look at the affinity list really fast. This is an interesting list because it plays Sunchaser to have a good matchup against Dever. This might be good. This might be a great idea. I'm not sure. Maybe would it be better to have 4 Cabbage Forgers and 4 Frogmites, but this is his choice. Good that he plays 2 Flanges, of Flings, because you can use the auto kill if he plays Flings. This is a pretty similar list. Did he play Enforcer? Yes. This is a pretty similar list. But he plays 3 elves, has Pluralist Research as well, 2 Flings, Terrarian. I'm not sure about that. He's got Lightning Bolts in his sideboard. Yeah, why not? This is a great sideboard card. The last one. This is the list I like. All 4 elves, Galvanic Blasts, Flings. Yeah, this is great. I don't like Flyer Husk, but this sideboard sounds nice or looks nice too. Why not? Burn. Another burn list. So we have 3 burn lists. Shine Lightning, yep. Burst Lightning again. Sure about that. This one is not good as well. And he has Incinerate. This is a card that you have to play 4 Flame Lifts. That is greedy. Might work. 18 Mountains. I would go up to 4. I would not play Kiln Fiend. Most opponents already know that you will play Kiln Fiend after boarding. Not sure. Smash Cursed. Yeah, pretty solid. 2 Molten Rain is very optimistic. You have to play 3 or 4 or none. Full stop. Cyborg. This is the cyborg list. It's so strong against Diver and things like that. because on turn 1 you have either a False Scourge or an Ardent Recruit, which is nice and good art card, homunculus. And this is already 2-2, this one is 3-3, and then it's hard to win against this one. And if you play an Auric Sunchaser afterwards, this is so hard. This one comes in flashy, because you can play it as an instant, and Fire Husk and Bone Splitter just make your creatures stronger. I think I have to give this a try as well. I might want to play this afterwards, let's see. And we've got 4 more Delver lists, let's see. This is pretty straightforward. This is the list we already saw in one of the 4 lists. It's got Thought Scours, the Thresher Cruises, and this combination here. This might be good, yeah, why not? It's better than my list is. King Size. This is a fast list as well. But yeah, what can I say? Vapor Snag is okay. Yeah, you could play it like that. This is a combination of fast and okay. Let's see. Which was the other? He doesn't play Sages. Maybe the Sages made the difference. Let's see. Next one is Harmon Hero. Pretty straightforward. 4 Dazes! Ah, this is hard. Would you play 4 Dazes? No, I won't. 4 Dazes is too much. I mean, this is very controlish and not fast enough to take advantage of the Dazes. Not sure. I played against this player once, and his list is very controlish, and his goal is just starting the board and then come through with his Bone Splitters. 3 ninjas. Raging Flump's list is like a standard list. He plays 2 Nightscape Familiars and 1 Spellstutter Sprite. This is a new addition to the list. 2 Disfigure main, Diabolic Edict main. Interesting. I'm still not sure what One Fang Drake does in this deck, but let's see. Ruby Mullen. He plays Echoing Decay and Disfigure main as well. Interesting. Grixis Familiar is nice as well, or interesting as well. Plays Cloud of Fairies and Sunscape Familiar to have Lightning Bolt and to kill with Lightning Bolt and Cabot's Torch. Doesn't play black, so this is not Grixis. It's blue, red, and white. What is this color combination called? I don't know. This is a different deck. This is not Grixis. He kills with the same combo, but he's got Torch as a kill condition, and can. Oh, he doesn't have the sideboard plan of adding this one to the deck. Let's see, of adding the Sage Road Denizen. Usually, if you play Grixis Control, you want to have. Yep, this is. You want to have the sideboard condition of winning with the Sage Road Denizen. Because if he has got Circle of Protection, your Karvik's Torch can come through. He uses Capsize as an option to bounce the Circle of Protection. Yeah, this could work. I understand. So he doesn't need the Sage Road Denizen, but I will play at least one Sage Road Denizen in the sideboard. Very optimistic drawing these cards. Mono Black Control. Yeah, the standard list as well. This is a pretty significant differences to the other lists. He's got 4 Crypt Rats mine and reduces his anglers down to 1, 3 Edicts, 3 Disfigure, Unearth, correct. 23 lands seem to be not enough. I will play the fourth bug. Yours is nice. Victim of 9. Crypt Incursion, Pestilence Shrivel. Yeah, interesting board. You can play it like that. Stumpy, Nest Invader. Hmm. He doesn't play the one creature that can only be blocked by flying creatures, but the list is pretty straightforward. You want to have cheap creatures, cheap green creatures, and attack for lethal. 1670 lands. Nice sideboard. What is this? Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is okay against mono black. Nice, good ideas. Against burn maybe. Debub. Oh, he packs a lot of attacking spells. This is, yeah, a more aggressive list of Stumpy, which is with the Ledge Walker, and he plays the Ledge Walkers on the pump spells to win as early as he can. Turbo Angler. So Turbo Angler is on the decline again. There's not much Turbo Angler. There are not much Turbo Angler decks there because it's just not as good as I thought it would be. Because you always rely on finding something good with your mental notes and thought scours, and if you don't pack in deep analysis or any other spells that have a synergy with being in the graveyard, it might be too late. Mono blue. Oh, this is a standard control list. I would not play a list like that because if you don't have a solution to anything, you just lose. There's the addition of Jeskai Sage in the deck again in this deck, which might be okay, which might be nice because it's a blocker and gives you a turn. It's better at least than the 1/3 creature, I guess, in some cases. The Seagate Oracle. This is a pretty straightforward, pretty standard list. Seed of Synods to dodge range mine. And what do we have here? Koduda Rebirth, adding blue to the deck. Interesting, good idea. Why not? And there's the affinity deck that packs in Quicksilver Bahamut. Sunchaser. This could work, but I think the curve is too high and the drawback of putting it back into your hand. I don't like this. So if you look at this daily, you can see that Debra came back, that we have a lot of green or red decks, affinity as well, and familiar decks. And you can also see that mono black is a factor in the new metagame again. There are not too many blue red decks because they are just not too good, I think. I really like this meta. And I hope you enjoyed the video.